Hello everyone, I'm Lily M. Borabo of Maricaban Elementary School and I'll be your teacher for this week's lessons. Our most essential learning competency for this week is describe the different modes of reproduction in animals such as butterflies, mosquitoes, frogs, cats, and dogs. To give you an overview of the lesson that we will tackle this week, these are the learning tasks that we need to accomplish. Describe the mode of reproduction of butterflies using illustrations or diagrams. Describe the mode of reproduction of mosquitoes using illustrations and diagrams. Describe the mode of reproduction of frogs using illustrations and diagrams. Describe the mode of reproduction of cats and dogs using illustrations and diagrams. With the following module codes on the screen. Animals, like humans, also reproduce to increase and propagate their kind. Have you seen your pet dog give birth to puppies? Or your cats to kittens? In the farm, have you seen a cow suckling its calf? Or piglets suckling milk from their mothers? In this new lesson, you will learn about the mode of reproduction of butterflies. Reproduction can be sexual or asexual. In sexual reproduction, it takes place when sex cells from two parent animals, one male and one female, unite to form a new animal. In asexual reproduction, a single parent organism simply makes identical copies of itself. These are the parts of the female reproductive system of a butterfly. We have the ovaries. These produce the female sex cells called oocytes. Another one is spermatica. Spermatica, where spermatozoa are temporarily stored. Vagina. This is the female genital organ of a butterfly. We also have the accessory gland. This secretes an adhesive substance attached eggs to the object. This is the reproductive system of a male butterfly. Here are the parts and function of each part. First is testes. It produces the male sex cells. Next is eddygus or penis. This secretes the sperm from the testes during the mating with the female insect. Accessory gland. This secretes fluid that carry the spermatozoa. And the spermatozoa is the male sex cell of a male butterfly. But before that, let us know first what is fertilization. Fertilization is the union of male and female sex cells to form an offspring. We have two types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. What is the difference between internal fertilization and external fertilization? In internal fertilization, it occurs when the sperm is deposited inside the female's body to meet the egg. While in external fertilization, it happens when the male sperm cell fertilizes the egg cell outside the female's body. This usually happens in aquatic environment where sperm can easily swim towards the egg. In butterflies, an adult male butterfly inserts his eddygus or penis to the adult female's vagina and deposits the sperm inside the female's body. This means that butterflies undergo internal fertilization. We'll find out in this video.
If caterpillars were made for eating, butterflies are made for mating. Caterpillars are just juveniles, unable to breed, their lives limited to a leaf or two. Now they are adults, and wings open up a world of possibilities. They compete and flirt, dancing in the air, circling skyward in a butterfly ballet. When they do mate, they join at the abdomen, facing away from each other. How long they stay together varies widely from couple to couple. Incredibly, some partners stay joined for hours.
In the previous lessons, you have learned the mode of reproduction of butterflies. Bees undergo internal fertilization. What about the mosquito? Let's find out today. Let us familiarize first the reproductive parts of a female mosquito. First, we have the vagina. Next, accessory gland, spermatica, oviduct, and ovaries. This time, let us identify the parts of the reproductive system of a male mosquito. We have edicus, seminal vesicle, accessory gland, vas deferens, and testes. But how do mosquitoes reproduce? During the courtship period, the male mosquito uses its pincers-like structure on its abdomen in grabbing the female mosquito. Then, during the mating period, the male's edicus everts and extends into the female's vagina and internal fertilization occurs. This means that the male deposits sperm into the female's body to meet the egg. After fertilization, the female mosquito lays its egg into the water. The development time for the egg is about 1 to 2 days. When the egg hatches, a larva emerges and a new life begins. So how do mosquitoes reproduce? Yes, you are correct. Mosquitoes reproduce sexually. Is it internal or external fertilization? Yes, you are right. They undergo internal fertilization. Butterflies and mosquitoes undergo internal fertilization. How about frogs? In today's lesson, you will learn the mode of reproduction of frogs using illustrations and pictures. At first, the female frog called to its mate using a special code by croaking. Then the male frog leaps its way to a pond or pool of water with a female frog. The male frog clings to its back. It is what's referred to as mating embrace or amplexus. The female frog then lays thousands of eggs in the water. The male frog releases his sperm cells, which will swim toward the eggs. And finally, eggs of female frog unite with the sperm of male frog in the water. Then, external fertilization takes place. We have already discussed the mode of reproduction of some animals. What about dogs and cats? The dogs and cats reproduce by the method of sexual reproduction. Today, you will learn about the reproduction in dogs and cats. Maybe you are wondering why we will be talking about their mode of reproduction in the same day. Do you know the reason why? Yes, you get it right. The dogs and cats have the same parts of the reproductive system, both male and female. These are the parts and function of the reproductive system of a male cat or dog. The first is testes. It produces the male sex cells called the sperm cell. Prostate gland. This secrete the substances necessary to protect and activate the sperm. Vas deferens. This is the passageway of sperm. And the last is penis. This is the male genital organ of male cat or dog. For female cats and dogs, these are the parts and function of each part. Ovaries, the site of production of the unfertilized eggs. Next is vagina. Vagina serves as the passageway from the outside of the body to the uterus. Oviduct, the actual site where fertilization occurs. Uterus, this is the place where the embryo implanted and developed. And cervix, this is the opening between the urethra and vagina. We will understand further the reproductive cycle of female dogs and cats by describing each phase. Let's start with the first phase, the proestrus phase. This is the start of heat. It lasts 7 to 10 days. This time, vulva swells and blood flows. Female attract males but will not allow mounting. The second phase is the estrus phase. This is the mating period. This lasts for 5 to 10 days. Blood flow lessens and then stops. Females attract and accept males. Ovulation occurs during this time. Usually, it takes 2 to 3 days after mating. The third phase is diestrus phase. This period is 10 to 140 days after heat. This is the time when the dog is either pregnant. The last phase is anestrus phase. This is the resting period between diestrus and getting ready for the next cycle. That ends our lesson for today. Did you understand it very well? If not, you may go back to the lesson presented in your module. But if you think this lesson is very clear to you, congratulations! You may now start answering the practice exercises in your module. Good luck! If you want to know more about this lesson, you may refer to the given references. Bye!